Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. If you saw my last vegan keto grocery haul, you would have seen that I bought some okra or lady fingers as some of you know it, and as we call it in India, bhindi. Yeah, so I'm going to be cooking that up today, and I'm going to be making a very simple and delicious bhindi masala, and I'm going to be serving it up with a keto chapati. Now, okra is only 3.8 grams of carbs at the end of it all for 100 grams. So trust me guys, if anyone's telling you you can't eat okra, they don't know what they're talking about. Plus it's a vegetable, low GI, so it's all good. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's go and make it now. Now we're going to start by chopping up our okra into little bite-sized pieces. Chop off the top, chop off the end, and then cut it. A handy tip is wash your okra and then dry it with a towel or with a napkin, because you don't want any moisture on it at all. Keep that in mind, it's a handy tip. And the reason you want to do that is because if there's any water near the okra, it's going to turn into Ghostbuster slime. Try it if you don't believe me. Now for this recipe, I'm using something called a kadai, which is an Indian saucepan. You can just use your regular saucepan depending on where you are from. A wok will also suffice. Anyway, we're going to heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and once that olive oil is nice and hot, we're going to throw in that okra. And we're also going to season it, give it a stir. You don't want to stir it too much, just stir it a little bit, and then I'm going to cover and cook it for about 2 minutes. Now after 2 minutes, you want to check it, give it another good stir, and again cover it and cook it for a further 2 minutes until it's nice and soft. Also make sure the heat isn't too high, you don't want to burn the okra. Alright, now it's time to add the masala. And I'm using some turmeric, red chili powder, coriander powder, and some cumin powder. If you want it spicier, you can always throw in more red chili powder. And give that all a good mix and continue cooking. Cook it for about a minute or 2 and then taste it for seasoning. If you like it, then go ahead and your okra is ready. Oh yes, I'm going to put it in my plate, serve it up with those chapatis, keto chapatis, and yep, that's it. We're done and that looks delicious. Hey guys, time to taste this delicious okra, and I know what you're wondering. Why didn't you show us how to make the chapati? Well, because I already have shown you how to make this. If you go back to the tortilla recipe, that is basically the exact same thing. This chapati is a chapati as well as a tortilla. It can even be any other kind of flatbread you want it to be. So yeah, it's made of flaxseed, almond flour, coconut flour, a mixture of stuff. Go watch the episode if you haven't. Anyway, time for me to dig in. Oh yeah, get some of that bhindi. Wow, this takes me back to my childhood, because as a kid, Bhindi Alu was a staple in my house, and this just hits the spot. I'm missing the aloo a little bit because of, nostalgia, but totally awesome, hits the spot, not very complex. Now, you can also make this recipe with onions and tomatoes if you want a little more gravy or a little more variety to it, but I find that this just does the job. And since we can eat onion and tomatoes on keto, you can make it like that, but right now I'm watching the carb count because I'm on a vegan diet and that's quite heavy on the carbs, hence I avoided it since I didn't require it. And of course, if you're missing the fat content, 1 tablespoon of olive oil on top of this and you're good to go. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you will make this okra at home. Let me know how it turns out. Follow Headbanger's Kitchen on Instagram and I will see you on the next episode. Cheers and keep eating. So the first... So, chutney. That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen, always disrupting the shoots, but I love her. I will really put this in the bloopers. This is going in the bloopers.
No!
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you like what I'm doing, you can click here and subscribe to the channel. You can click here and support us on Patreon. And if you didn't know, I'm a musician and I've got a brand new song out and you can listen to it here. And if you like my band, you can check out stuff here. So yeah.